All right, kiddo. Tell me about William Tell from 50 Famous Stories Retold.
I suppose I should start at the beginning of the story. In Switzerland, the people were not always free like they are now. Many years ago, there was a wicked king. I forget his name. These weird names are really hard to remember.
It's okay. There was a wicked king. Keep going.
And one day, he made the tyrant king. He made a giant hole in the middle, in the capital, in the middle of the capital area. And he said that everyone who goes into the city has to bow down before it. There was one man that wouldn't do this. When the king heard of it, he was very angry. And the king knew that he was the best archer in the entire land, and he lived in the mountains. So, the king ordered that his son should have an apple placed on his head. He was going to make the man suffer for his skill. And he ordered the guy that was super good with the bow and arrow that he'd have one shot, and that he would have to shoot the apple or they'd kill his son before his eyes. So, the guy that was super good...
Do you remember his name?
No.
It was William Tell.
William Tell started complaining to the king, and he's like, what if the arrow doesn't fly straight? What if my son moves? What if any of that bad stuff happens to the arrow? But the king still had him do it anyway. So he did, and the sun stood there firm and still. The arrow pierced the apple's center, and then he revealed a second shot that he'd been concealing from the wicked tyrant king. And the wicked tyrant king's like, why did you bring this second shot? And I don't remember what he said next, but I remember that not long after that, a tale was made that the wicked king was shot by the arrow.
The second arrow was for the wicked king if the boy had been hurt. And that's the story, isn't it?
Yep.
Good job.